On this episode of Film Bacon, we look at The Dictator. Hi, welcome to Film Bacon. I'm Greg.
I'm Nicole.
We just got back from seeing The Dictator, which is a new movie from Sacha Baron Cohen. Oddly enough, The Dictator is about a dictator. He's a dictator of a small country called Wadia, and he's kind of like a Saddam Hussein, like any of those big dictators that were the dicks. Put the dick in dictator. Anyway, he was getting in trouble from the UN because he wasn't allowing the UN to come in and check, make sure he's not harboring, weapons of mass destruction. So he had to come to America to prove, to talk to the UN. So he comes to America and switch of identity, and he ends up without his beard, and he can't prove to anyone that he is a dictator of Wadia. And that's basically what the whole movie is about, him trying to get back into power, people to believe him. In the meantime, he runs into Anna Faris, which she plays what would you call it? Like an organic food store. And he ends up getting in a relationship with her. And, well, you see, in the meantime, there's people trying to plot against him by putting a fake dictator in charge. And he just wants to bring he wants to stop democracy from happening in Wadia, which is a weird thing to, are you really rooting for this guy? Anyway, I'm a guy, you're a girl. There's probably going to be a couple different perspectives in this movie. It's not a straight cut comedy. It's Sacha Baron Cohen has some weird, twisted sense of humor. What did you think, Nicole?
Well, I didn't really see Borat or Bruno, I guess it was. Borat, sorry. I didn't really see those movies. I liked him in Talladega Nights. He was funny to me there. It was a funny movie. It kind of played on all of the, I guess, political taboos and racial taboos and I guess everything that's been the war that's been going on with the United States and the Middle East.
Yeah,
all of the Middle East and the oil, and it kind of just all the puns and the taboos. It's trying to turn it into a joke, and so it was funny. It had its funny parts. It definitely was also, there was some humor in there where it was like, should I be laughing at this? Is this really appropriate? A few times I thought it crossed the line. There were a few parts that were just pretty disgusting. There was some nudity. So I don't know. For me, it was just okay.
I thought a lot. I kind of felt the same what I felt about Borat. Borat, I thought had some very funny parts. Other parts were just freaking disturbing, Mm-hmm. And this was kind of the same way to me. It was like, I get anxious when I listen to phony phone calls. It just drives me nuts. So that it's kind of like that, but unlike Borat or Bruno, this one is more scripted. The people, so there is no people that are not in on the joke, So anyway, it was funny. It had some really funny parts, but I, like you, there were a lot of really, crossing the line. You're like, oh no. A lot of cringing in this movie, and you're like, should I be laughing? Yeah. So, I don't know. What would you give this? Like, out of 5?
Like a 1.5.
Really? Maybe. That low?
Well, just because I felt like there were a few, I don't know, funny parts. I would say for me, I thought like maybe 10 or 15% of the movie was actually funny. The rest of the movie was either kind of boring or just, I don't know, predictable, boring for me. And then the other parts were just really disturbing. Really some very gross images, obviously sexually based. Like I said, some nudity. That I almost felt like they were reaching too hard by using that kind of visual imagery and stuff to get a laugh. And I don't know, it fell short for me. So. Well,
I'm going to have to say, I didn't think it was that. I thought it was pretty funny compared to you, I guess. I think I don't know if it may be a guy versus girl thing, if maybe it's more of a, this is maybe funnier to a guy or what. I can see a lot of stuff in there maybe offensive to women, really. But I'd give it an average. I'd give it about a 3. But I'd say it's a renter. But
yeah, I definitely wouldn't pay to see it.
So, anyway, I guess that's it. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.